Hello, hello, hello. It must be Tuesday because I'm here and you're not. No, there is no one watching. That's how I like it because I've caught everyone by surprise. Nobody knows. Nobody saw me coming. I crept in, and if I'm lucky, I'll creep out, and then we'll never talk of this again. Oh. It's that moment where I've got to kind of fill time, fill air, fill the void. I don't know what to talk about. Oh, G-Man's in. Blimey, he's shot in. He was like a rat up a rhododendron. He was like on the button. Boing! He was on it. Oh. Excuse me, I'm very tired. It's the heat. It's very warm. Too warm, they might say. It's certainly been something. So yeah, I'm on my own tonight. Completely on my own, just me and the dog. There won't be any dog. I don't think there'll be any dog cam. Dog's not very well at the moment. It's got a squirty bottom, which has been fun to deal with. It's like having Hannah back. But anyway, you don't want to hear what I've been having to deal with at 20 past 2 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. You don't want to know. Nobody wants to know. I don't want to know. But I just can't get the smell of it out of my nostrils, man. Hopefully it'll all clear up in the next day or so. Hopefully it will. I can't even leave home. I've got nowhere to go. So yeah, so life's just been fun and games, as usual. Fun and or games. So I've really got nothing. Bjorn's in. Is the heat that gets the dogs. Yeah, I reckon you could be right. I reckon you're right. It could be that. It could be. It could be that. Jimmy says, well, I've started taking some online bass lessons just on YouTube. I wanted to learn jazz walking bass. Dum 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 da 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 dum 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 dum. Up the stairs, down the stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs, up the stairs, down the stairs. That'll be £25, please. Dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum dum dum. I could do that. But nobody like jazz. It's only jazz because you're playing the wrong notes. That's why. That's why it's called jazz. Because not quite right. What's the first rule of jazz? If you play a wrong note, play it again 2 successive times to make it look like you meant it to be the wrong note. That's the first rule of jazz. Renee's in. He says, watermelon, yeah. Hopefully you're feeling all right, or a little bit better. Because yeah, if I just suddenly zone out, it's because in the last 2 days I've not. I mean, I can get by on sleep, but it's also today I've done an awful lot of walking because me and the dog have been out. Because this is the thing about not having a garden. Well, we've got a garden. It's just it's over there, and mind you, it's completely overgrown because doctor said I can't do gardening. That's what they said. They said with your feet, you can't do the gardening. That's true. It's true. It's a true story. I came out of the doctor's and I clicked my heels and I was so happy. No more gardening for me, because I hate gardening. And I hate that garden as well. But yeah, me and the dog have been out a lot because of her squirty bottom. It's been fun and games. And so we went out at 8 o'clock this morning, then at 10 o'clock, then at 12 o'clock, then at 2 o'clock. Then there was a really big gap till 9 o'clock, which suited me just fine. And then I'm here. So I might do another one after this. I might quickly squeeze in another one. I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to do this for, because my brain feels a bit fried. And it's the heat as well, because yesterday it was like 34, 35. It was so unbearable in our bedroom last night. I'd put the fan in the bedroom, which was fantastic, because it made the room a little bit chilly, but not fantastic when the dog decided to redecorate the bedroom, and then the fan wafted the smell all around. And I thought I was going to be sick. It was so bad. I nearly vomited on. And she did that at 4:30, and then she did it again at 6:30. So my day has been just wonderful. I'm just enjoying every minute of it, and I can't relax because I'm just like keeping an eye on her in case she looks at me. She gives me this look like that, which she looks like most of the time. But there's a special, and I go going out here, so let's go out. So I just can't relax. Not been able to relax. I'm on edge. It's been 2 days like this. I've had 2 days. And I'm on my own because the missus and the kids have left me. Oh, wait a minute. See, she's in fine form. She's still, I don't know if you picked that up. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with her. She just got the squits. But it's just, I'm just a bit tired because I've got no support, you see. I've got no support because I'm on my own. Oh dear. Because, and again, if it's just some other people here, then I can, if I'm up during the night with the dog, then the missus will take her out in the morning, and I can stay in and catch up on my sleep. Can't do that when you're on your own, can you? But I've noticed that whenever the missus and the kids are away, the dogs do this. This is the first time Layla's done this, but Alex used to do this all the time when they were away. I remember once he looked like he was dying. He took to his bed and he wouldn't move and he wouldn't eat. And I thought, oh, this is it. It's the end. And then he decided to just get up, walk around and start eating again. But for like 2 or 3 days, I was nursing him thinking, oh God, the dog's going to die. What am I going to do? And then he went, no, I'm fine. I was just pulling your leg. And I think he lived for another couple of years after that. He had more comebacks than Tom Jones, he did, that dog. So I had that. And then one year Layla was ill, wouldn't eat and had the squits. And that was fun. Because she was even worse than this one. Because at least this one will give you some warning. She will try and tell you. Whereas Hannah just didn't. She just went, carpet, toilet. I can do that. I've done it once. They haven't got rid of me. I can do it again. So yeah, there's a pattern emerging. So yeah, it's life. It's life, isn't it? But hey, where would we be without these foibles to distract us from our oncoming mortality? Eh? Where would we be? I don't know. Jimmy says, what's the rules for clean up after your dog? Do I just leave it? No, I clear it up immediately. Jesus Christ, what are you, some kind of caveman? Ugh. Well, when we had Alex, because Alex, he went incontinent, he'd wet himself, and I bought a carpet cleaner, which is very good, and you could just suck. It would spray, it would do water, and it would just suck it all up. It was brilliant. It's in the shed. I didn't get rid of it, and I used it with Hannah as well. That was really useful. That was because, but now I'm just manually just dealing with it. Just manually. No carpet. I couldn't be bothered to go and get the carpet cleaner out of the shed. I have to fight my way through the garden. This is the greatest live stream ever. People are just going to be turning off by the score. I think I've finally done it. I think I've finally killed the channel. Yippee! I'm so happy. Jim Man says, went out in public space. Oh, sorry, I didn't read Renee's comment. Well, we had thunder and lightning over here tonight. 1 hour of very, very heavy rain. The lightning did not stop. It was a ghost town. Well, I think we're getting that tomorrow, so I look forward to that. But yeah, Jimmy says, I went out in public space. Oh, I take a mop and bucket with me. Well, I make sure we go on the grassy verges where nobody goes, and she does it there. She doesn't tend to do it on the pavement. She tends to like grassy areas, so she heads to the grassy area, and that's that. Again, of course, if I can pick it up, I pick it up. But what she's doing is dribbles. It's just like not even like it's just drops because she's on starvation diet at the moment. I haven't fed her today. I'm going to give her a little bit of food tomorrow in the morning. But she's fine. She's, like I said, she's not lethargic or anything. She's going still like a rocket. But I'm going to give her a little bit of food in the morning. See how she is. But no, we've got a lot of grassy areas around here, and we go, and she does her business there. But again, it all depends on the volume. If I can scoop it, I scoop it. If I can't, I can't. It's not worth me just scooping up a little dribble. Literally, it's like little drops, like a little teat pipette of discharge, I think you'd call it. So yeah. But other than that, poo karma, I pick everything up. I normally pick everything up. You pick a poo, you skip a poo. That's how you do it. You pick a poo, you dodge a poo. That's the rules of poo karma. We've been over this before. Them's the rules. Bjorn says you could cool the dog with some cold water. She's not hot. She's fine. She's just got the shits. Missy Remote's here and he says, I like Prog Review. I like the Prog Review giving out when they say that's $22. That's almost real money, that is. That's about 19 quid, and then when YouTube take their cut out of it, that's about it could be about 16, 17 quid. I'm in the money. Yes, 17.24. Oh, I'm good. Oh yeah, thank you for that. That's very nice of you. I'm gonna heart that. I've hearted it, and I'm gonna. Oh, I can't pin it. Oh, that's rubbish. Oh, maybe I can pin it later. But yeah, thanks, Missing Remote. I'm glad you like the Prog Review. I don't do those anymore because nobody watches them. Everybody watches classic album reviews instead because he stole my shtick. And yeah, so that's fine. You can go and harass him. I don't mind. It's good because now I'm irrelevant. Nobody hates me and it's cool. I like it like that. So yeah, it's nice not to have the traffic and the hate all the time because it gets really boring with everyone telling you how much they hate you. I did have one, a good one, which because I think this fella, I think he's big enough. I think he's big enough and ugly enough to take it. Misses. But I like this one because there's always someone, isn't there? There's always someone who wants to have a go. Here we go. This is from. Let me get this up. This was on my other channel, on one of my guitar reviews. Uncle Hunty says, your reviews are as boring as your music. Honestly, man, be more interesting or stop. To which I reply, I hearted it because you got to heart it, innit, And I said, there's nothing sweeter than the sound of embittered jealousy. Kissy emoticon. And then Blonder Hands, I think that's his name, said, "Are you stupid? Sit with your arse on the couch, complain to get better entertained. Darren's channel isn't nearly as boring as yours. Unbelievable." And it's true, it's true, because what we're going to do, I don't normally do this, but we're going to see what might, because normally when a guy has a go, you don't get a chance to see what he looks like or what he's doing. Well, this is Uncle Hunty's idea of entertainment, right? This is one of his videos. Are you ready? Here he is doing a Rubik's Cube. Look at that. That's thrilling entertainment for you. Look at it. Isn't it thrilling? Are you thrilled? Look at that. I like the way he's angled. I like the way he's angled the camera. You know, it really sets off his jowl. You know, it's nice. It's, you know, always shoot from below because it really makes your fat face look even fatter. There you go. So, thank you, Uncle Hunty, for your continued support. It is gratefully received. But yeah, there's always some cunt out there trying to make you miserable. And it's not me, honest. But yeah, obviously he's got to be in this. But he's probably a Stephen Wilson fan, by the looks of him. Probably a Stephen Wilson fan. Thoughts on the cardiacs? I'll try not to. Out of dog shit? Yeah. I think what's come out of my dog's bottom's more entertaining than the cardiacs, to be quite honest. And you know what's even worse than the cardiacs? The cardiacs fans. Because they really are fucking deranged. Mr. Remote says, "It's all good." Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy what I do when I decide to do it. Yeah. I just feel like I've reviewed so much over the years. You don't need any more. You don't need any more from me. Or the digital detritus piling up. Bjorn says, "I rewatch your prog reviews all the time." Oh, I'm ever so sorry. I should take them down. Look, if I'd have known you were doing that, I would have privated a lot of them. Bjorn says, "Yeah, that comment was uncalled for." Look, it's all right. I don't mind. I can handle it. I find it fun. It makes me laugh because I know what they're saying is completely untrue. Because I know some people, and again, some people actually, I know it's weird and they're probably a bit strange. Some people actually enjoy what I do. I know it's weird and it's a bit strange, but they do, and that's fine. And if you don't like me, that's fine too. I don't care. But don't leave comments because I'm just going to, post them to Twitter, X, and my Facebook and take the piss out of you. Or I'm going to do what I just did here, especially if you've got a YouTube channel, because I want everyone to know what your stupid fucking face looks like. And now we know. Thank you. It's good to see. It's good to see the troll in action, isn't it? Because we don't normally get to peek behind the curtain. We don't get to peek behind the brown shitty curtain of the troll. Motorcycle backfiring. We don't get to do that very often, and I'm just so glad that he did that because it gives me something to talk about on the live stream. But it used to be a lot worse. It used to be a lot worse. Again, when I was pulling in thousands and thousands and thousands of views, it used to get pretty spicy every day. It was people telling you how much they hate you. It's like, again, it doesn't affect me. It just gets really boring. It's like, here we go again. It's like, do I really want to look at the comments? Because again, you've got to look at the comments, because among the comments, there are good comments. But there's also the bad ones, because even though you have the filter on, people can still insult you without using swears or whatever, or they asterisk things out, so it's very difficult to avoid it, and it just gets really boring really quickly. And I always think about the mentality of those people, because I don't think I've ever left a hate comment on anyone. I probably have done, but I can't remember. Probably years ago. But it was been on somebody horrible. Someone saying something horrible. It wouldn't, because I don't tend to involve myself. I don't involve myself. I try and stay as uninvolved with everything as possible. I'm actually totally and utterly detached. But you know, you get used to it. It's the internet, isn't it? And then there's those who can, who do, and then there's those who can't, who leave shitty comments, and that's fine. You know, it's all good. It's all engagement, isn't it? Enragement is engagement. But yeah. So there you go. Oh, 17 people in. That's not bad. 2 likes. 2 likes. Let's have a look. Because what we do. Oh, do. Live. Yeah, so because like every week, right? Every week, because I fancy covering it. Right, we'll do this. I don't normally talk about this, but I fancy doing it. I fancy going there. I shouldn't really, because I'm going to give someone an almighty hard on, and I shouldn't really. But every week, right? Every week when I come on here, and we do the live stream, my little troll, who loves coming on here every week, right? What he loves to do is he loves to thumbs down the video. Let's see, he's already thumbs it down already. Look. Says 3 likes, but there's, you know, I mean, sometimes there can be as many as like 18 thumbs downs. But Mr. Troll, you know they do get picked up by YouTube and they get taken off. But he loves to thumbs down all the videos because that's his way of getting a chubby. Imagine being so impotent and so useless. That's the only power you think you've got in your life. And YouTube are already wise to you because, like, you know, and that's what they do. They try and get and I look and I laugh and I go, because guess what? It affects nothing. I'm still here. It's like, oh dear. And that's the mentality of the troll. It's a beautiful thing. They're just so pent up and useless. It's just wonderful. Their uselessness is astounding. We must celebrate their uselessness because they are useless. Renee says, do you know that the Roland Aria series, I brought the S1, it's a lot of fun to play with the thing. No, I do not know about the IRA. I've seen like videos. Are they the ones with the green, all the green lights and that? I don't go anywhere near hardware anymore. It's all apps. It's all apps for me. So no. I don't have the space. I just don't have the space for lots of keyboards. I tried it a few years back, it was a long time ago now, where I had the mini log and the Electride, but it's just, I had like things balanced and I couldn't see the screen, and I've already got a little tower to raise it so it's, you know, perfectly ergonomic, you know. Ergonomic. We like the ergonomics. So and everything's getting in the way. So I mean, again, I have far too many guitars. Just too many guitars. I keep thinking about selling some. I keep thinking about it, and then I think about it, and I think, I've thought about it, and I can now think about it some more. But no, that's my problem, because sometimes it's nice to pick up a different guitar and just go somewhere else with it. You know, it's weird. I denied myself many guitars for many years. It's true, because I had the idea that you don't need many guitars. You just need one guitar and a bass, and that's how I existed. Because I had the Roland VG system, which was good. It was very good. It was good at emulating and modelling all those different guitars. But then I was kind of missing out, you know. I didn't realise I had the guitar midlife crisis. And I've never looked back. Sold all my gear, bought more guitars. But no, I haven't tried the Ara. So there we go. Cyrus is in. He must have been busy. He has not been in for a while, has he? There he is. G-Man says, what do you reckon, Darren? I have my black-bodied Fender P bass with a maple neck and black scratch plate. Do you think it might look better with a tortoiseshell pickguard? Or you're a bit Roger Waters there, aren't you? You're a bit Roger Waters. Have you considered the wonderful world of perloid? Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. And there are many kinds of perloid. Shall we see? He started me off. G-Man, he knew. He thought, I'm gonna jump in and we're gonna get some guitar action in. Let's get a guitar action going. Let's get him started. I shall show you something. I don't think I've shown you. Have I shown you this? I don't know if I have. I may have shown you one before, but then I sold it. But then I've got to do an actual video about this because this is is it interesting? I don't know what I'm talking about because I can't remember if I've told you anything. Do you know? I don't know if I don't know if I'm even here. I think I'm having a moment. I think the heat's got to me. It's 27 degrees in here, by the way. 27 degrees. But you know what? I feel used to it after yesterday when it was over 30 degrees in this fucking sweatbox. That's me demonetised. And I thought I laid in bed, right? Now picture the scene. Where's Brendan Airy when you need him? I was on the bed, completely in the nip, because I sleep in the nip anyway. I've done since I was a teenager. I like to be free. I like to be free, man. I like to be free. Well, no, the reason that I started doing that is because when I was a teenager, I started like sleepwalking. I didn't know that. Until later. But I'd often wake up with my pajamas like outside the bed. I don't know. But so what I used to do when I sleepwalked is I didn't know this until the missus was with me. I'd get up and I'd say, I'm going to stare at the moon. And I'd stand there naked in the moonlight, staring at the full moon. Isn't that weird? She said it was very strange, but she stayed with me. That was when we first were sleeping together, back when we were, crikey, the early 90s. And, but she stuck with it. But, you know. But anyway, what was we talking about? Yeah, I thought I was going to die because it was so hot in here. And then I had the fan on and, you know, it was just so unbearable. But I think I finally acclimatised to it. I think so. But anyway, perloid. Just checking if the dog was okay. She's collapsed at the bottom of the stairs. This is a oh god, what's it again? Ed O'Brien Strat. I had one of these in the Harwood collection, but it didn't work. And no matter how I tried, and I spent weeks trying to get it's got a sustainer pickup in it. Sustainer pickup. And it did not work. I could not get it to sustain. But now I can. Because I saw one of these second-hand, or B-stock, for a really good price. And I bought it. Because I was determined to get to the bottom of the mystery. So anyway, this normally comes with a white. But I've got a perloid one. Look at that. It's perloid. I love perloid. Look at that. And it does work. It does work. I've got to plug it in. Wait a minute. Whoops. We can do this now. Let me just put the headphones of shame on. Right. Here we go. I've probably deafened you all. Was that too loud? But anyway, it works. Because there was something wrong with the other one. And this, I like playing this. You can do some good ambient shit with that, I tell you. You can do some good ambient shit. And yeah, it's really good fun. It's a good tool. Look, this is the only Fender that has the Sustainiac. Is it Sustainiac? Or is it Sustainer? No, it's two. There's the Fernandez Sustainer, and then there's the Sustainiac, which is a completely different circuit. And this is the only one it's built in. There were some Fernandez Bernie guitars. Bernie's gone out of business, but I think the Japan plant's still open. I'm getting off topic. So if you see one of these second hand, buy it, because the prices have gone up. They've shot up. When this was originally released, it was like in the £900. I think it was £899, and they sell them there for something like £12.99. I didn't pay that. Oh no, no. So I think these, because I've got to do another review. I've got to do a follow-up review on this. I think these are essential. I think everyone should have one of these. Everyone. Well, obviously not everyone. If you can't play, like me, you certainly shouldn't have one. But what I also did, because I put that on to make it more individual. And the reason this was cheap was because it was B stock, because one of the tuners was futzed. So what I did, and I've done a video. If you go to my music channel, you can see that these look like standard vintage style tuners, but they're not. They're very hard to find in the UK, lockable ones, and they lock. It's a locking tuning peg, and yeah, they just drop right in, and yeah, so yeah, I think it's a good one. That I like that. We like that. We like that a lot. But we're doing Perloid. Now this is Perloid too, but this actually came. Look, Perloid. Oh, have you ever seen? Look at that. But that came with that. I didn't put that on there. But then, but we're talking about jazz basses. Talking about jazz basses, yeah. Because that's what G-Man said. He said jazz bass. I got you good, man. I got you good. This was originally just plain white, but I went Perloid. Look at that, Perloid. And this is a player one, fretless. I've shown you this before. Perloid. Hey, just consider it. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know that had fallen down there. Oh, that's the noise I heard the other day. Oh, Peter Gabriel, what are you doing? Oh, I hope I ain't damaged. Oh, no. The Peter Gabriel Steam box set fell off the shelf. Give me steam. What you feel, make it real. Real as any place you've seen or been or whatever. Oh, look at that. It fell off my shelf, man. Oops. I've ruined it now. Put some dribble on it. Let me just put it back. How did that fall off? Oh, maybe it just isn't that stable. Maybe it was the wind. Maybe it was the wind what done it. Perloid. Don't worry, I haven't forgot. How about I got more perloid, but this one came. This is the legendary. This is the Harwood Purple Peril, which has more sparkles in it. Look at the sparkles. Look, perloid. Look at the sparkles. It was more sparkly than my original, but still one of the fine. I tell you, this and the gold one I got. When they do these special editions, I'm sure they put some magic dust on it or something. Seriously, because this I love that guitar, and it's just as good as my other one. I sold my other one, obviously, because I kept the Harwood one. But we're doing perloid. I don't know if this is perloid, but it's a funny. This was originally black, and I changed it to, again, doesn't really catch the light. Trust me. I think that's like a black perloid, it's got a special. Look at that! But I thought it suited the swirl. Again, Alan Harwood bought this off me, and when I heard that, because he said, "Oh, I ain't got money." He said something about not having much money. I said, well, "I'll buy it back off you. Name your price. I'll buy my guitars back. Give you some money." And he wouldn't do it. And then we obviously had some other plans. But look at that! It's dipped. They dip them. Whoops! There's a chandelier has just fallen off. Steady, Rodney. Steady. And yeah. And I really regretted selling it, but now, it's like, it's funny. Funny how it comes back, isn't it? It's funny how it all comes back. Oh, well, that's it. But the question is, have you considered perloid? I'm getting a bit warm. Maybe it's getting warm in here. Whew. Whew. Perloid. Where were we? But anyway, Cyrus says, so yeah, what's been good? Nothing. Nothing's been good. Bjorn says, so many guitars do you have now after the Allen saga? I haven't counted. Should we count together? Trying to remember how many are in the loft. Do you mean like my guitars? Because I've got a few. I've got like one. I've got two. I've got three. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do lap steels and pedal steels count as guitars? I've lost count now. Oh shit! I have to start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Do ukuleles count? 31, 32, I think. No, 33. No, 34. It's in the 30s somewhere. I think it's 34. It was considerably more at one point. It was considerably more. Considerably. Oh no. What about Verity's guitar? 30, yeah. It's in the 35s, 36. I think that's it. There you go. Cyrus asks, thoughts on Adobe and Affinity and other equivalent apps stealing its thunder? I use Pixelmator, and I've been using Pixelmator for years. I stopped using Adobe when they started doing, well, a long time ago. So I used to be a Photoshop user, and then they went a bit funny, and I just stopped using them. So I think Adobe should burn in hell. But Affinity by Serif. Now that's really interesting. It was really interesting because we were walking on the green. This was me, the missus, and Verity. And I said, "Oh, do you remember Serif software? Because they used to do all this DTP software back in the 90s. Serif were a big company, and it wasn't shovelware because the software was all right, but they always did these kind of cheapo versions of like alternatives to DTP and photo editing software. And I just thought, Serif, I wonder what happened to those guys. And again, it's this weird synchronicity I have. And then lo and behold, Affinity, which is one of their products, is being touted as, for those you don't know, Adobe, they do photo and video editing software, but everything's gone into the Adobe cloud. You don't actually own the software anymore, you rent it from them, and it's expensive. You know, it's the schemes are expensive, especially if you're a professional user. I just think it's daft. Again, the missus' company, they have the Adobe cloud, but because they have to use whatever it is, whatever the DTP software is, it's industry standard, so they have to have it. But no, I ducked out of there years ago and used Pixelmator for all my photo editing needs. And but no, again, I think Serif are all right. I think I haven't tried Affinity. I don't think I say that. I say I haven't tried Affinity, and you never know. I might actually have already bought it years ago and forgotten. Was there a version of it on the? No, I haven't got it. I feel like I did have a version of Affinity in my apps. I just didn't use it. Maybe there's a free version. Yeah. See, I did. Look, I did. Look there. Look, the original version. But I went with Pixelmate for some reason. I just went with that one. But yeah, poo on Adobe, poo. Cyrus says, it's been so long overdue, but I finally got around to the first few Moody Blues album. Nights in white sudden, never reaching there. Payne says, today, good evening to you. Good evening. Payne's in. Bjorn says, you were probably just out looking for the dark side of the moon while sleepwalking. Who knows what I was up to? G-Man says, yeah, my bass does look a bit the same as your Roger Waters, but I think more like the bass of J.J. Burnell from the Stranglers. I saw J.J. Burnell at Waterloo Station. Yeah, I was going. It's so funny because the missus was with me. We were going. I was working at IPC at that point. It was funny because I used to work at a company which was, again, I used to get off at Waterloo. 5 years I got off at Waterloo. Then I worked for Dennis, and that was Tottenham Court Road I used to get off. And then I went back to getting off at Waterloo again. Wow, what a thrilling story. But one morning I was with the missus because we was going in together. And who was standing there but J.J. Burnell of the Stranglers. And I went, look. And the missus goes, and I go, it's... She didn't know. She didn't know. It was like when we was in Jersey Zoo, first time, and who wanders by in the background? Gerald Durrell. I went, it's him. She went, I don't know. Then years later, she educated herself, and she I wish I'd see. You did see him. You did see him. You just didn't realise who it was. But there you go. But yeah, but no, I mean, I do have. What did you say? You wanted tortoiseshell? I can do tortoiseshell. I've got tortoiseshell. I've just got to go to the east wing. Give me a minute. Oh. Oh, God, there we go. There you go, tortoiseshell. It's all right. It's all right. The light doesn't really catch it. And this is a 2010 American, I think it's American Professional jazz bass. This is one of the Harwood guitars, I believe. There you go. And it's well, I've got an awful lot of white guitars, and I don't like white guitars, but I like basses. So when somebody gives you a American jazz bass that's, crikey, 14 years old now, you know, you go, ooh, a jazz bass. But I don't know if I've told you. Oh, there goes the chandelier again. Alan, in his infinite wisdom, didn't take the plastic off the pickguard. Always take, and he did that for a lot of his guitars, but this one, oh, I spent a whole morning getting the plastic off, and then and I've got techniques because I'm like a restorer. I'm like the repair shop. I'm like the guy from the repair shop, you know, but cooler, funnier, more attractive. I'm like that guy from the repair shop. I have techniques, and using various unguents, mainly WD-40, and rolls and rolls of kitchen roll, I managed to get all the yicky stuff, and then I very finely, I think I used a bit of sandpaper, very, very fine grit, and then I sanded it, and then I rubbed WD-40 in it to restore it to, because I thought, oh God, I'm going to have to get another, but I'm really good with plastic, because I got a Coronado 2, cheap, very it's a good bargain. That was. I was trying to sell it for ages, and I made him an offer, and he went all right, but it had a great big gouge in the pickguard, and I thought, well, I'll just buy another one. You can't buy a replacement one. Well, you can, but it's some guy, I don't know, operating out of France who makes them himself. But then it's not. It wasn't 3-ply. I don't want like a 2-ply one. Someone who's done in their shed when it's like 3-ply. So I went to work. With me various grits of sandpaper, and I polished and I buffed, and I buffed and I polished. And I got the WD-40 out again, and I buffed and I buffed and I polished. Grits, many grits, different grits, lots of grits. I don't want grits for tea tonight again, Daddy. It's actually gruts, but that was a good reference, though. It was a very, very good reference. I got it looking perfect. I mean, yeah, obviously, it ain't perfect, but the great big gouge is gone. I'm really pleased with that. Really, really pleased. This is what I do. It's how I spend my time. It's not much of a life, is it? It's not much of a life. Highlight of my week, though, last week, right? Monopoly City in the charity shop, £3. Missus and kids got it for me. Complete in box. Previous people had just probably played it once because it was too complicated for them, but we are seasoned Monopoly players. It was a bit testing for us, but for £3, bargain. And we've added it to our menu. You think I've got a lot of guitars? That's nothing compared to the various iterations of Monopoly that the Locke family indulge in on a weekly basis. We have many Monopolies, many. Only 2 Game of Life though. Don't get many varieties. Ow! Don't get many varieties of them. Boink, boink. So yeah, I mean, it's a bit too a bit too. I can't remember how I had it. How do? Sorry. Missy Remote says, I'm already deaf. All right, sorry. Well, but maybe I cleared out you. Maybe I cured tinnitus with my squills. Renna says, isn't there a job for you somewhere as a guitar engineer, Darren? Oh, I'm very good. That's what I spent most of last year doing, fixing things up. And but the Ed O'Brien guitar, it annoyed me because I'd read all the manual, and I think it was something to do in the internal board. I did have a look at it, but I thought, do I really want to prod and poke around with this thing? You know, so I'd spent ages, very adjusting the height of the pickup, the action, because there is a service manual for it that tells you exactly how to do it. And it just wouldn't ring. It wouldn't ring through. And I don't know if there was a problem with it. The neck seemed fine. Everything seemed fine, but it just was dead. It wouldn't because you can hold the note and it will just ring. It will just start to vibrate. Wouldn't do that. You had to pluck it, and it would very weakly. But you can change the strength of the magnetic field using the pots inside on the board. But I thought, I could just flog it, and I did. I was a bit disappointed because I was really looking forward to that one. And like I said, oh God, I can't remember when I got that now. It's been a few months. But I saw that, and I thought there was a part of me thought there was something wrong with that other one. It couldn't have been that shit. And I was right, because when I got that in, it worked very well worked fine out of the box. I've adjusted it so it works even better. But yeah, I do fiddle around. A lot. I haven't put the video up yet. I even repaired oh God, I've forgotten the name of it. Oh God, what's it called? Parker Fly. I repaired a Parker Fly. Its battery went rusty because, again, these guitars have been in storage for a while, and I had to replace the battery connector with my soldering iron skills. So yeah, do all that stuff. Sold that one though because I just couldn't keep it. There was a whole preamp board inside it that was giving me the heebies. I like guitars to be as simple as possible, unless they're modern, unless they're like the Ibanez bass that I got. That's got a preamp in it, but not as complicated as the Parker Fly, because that piezo and also it's very painful to play. It dug me in the breastbone. But it was like a Ferrari. It was like a Ferrari. It was a Ferrari. So it says the one where we drawled over Peter Gabriel. You might have done. So it says sick guitar licks. Really, I don't know. A bit too moist. A bit too warm to be playing. Payne says swirloid indeed. Payne says we read My Family in Other Hours by Joel Durrell in school. Oh yeah, I got all the books. At the what would you call it, jamboree? It was Norlington Jamboree. It was before I was even going there. My man took me, and I got a load of Durrell books. And the missus, she went on and so I bought her some more. She read them all. But yeah, Catch Me a Colobus. Read loads of his stuff back in the day when I was young. Hopper says, what's going on? I fucking don't know, man. I don't know. T-Dog says, saw Rick Wakeman at Liverpool Street Station once. Couldn't miss him as he towered over the crowd. Surprising talk. He is. Like the missus saw Douglas Adams in Camden. I was so jealous. I really was. She said you couldn't miss him. because he was like head and shoulders more so over him. I know Waitman's an imposing chap too. But yeah, she saw Douglas Adams bowling down near Camden Station, I think it was, and she couldn't be off him. She knew who he was. That time, she actually knew who it was. It's like, oh man, I wish I'd have seen that. Jeremy says, I like the jazz bass with the tortoiseshell pickguard very much. Well, there you go. There you go. Your mind's made up. Your mind's made up. Tortoiseshell it is. I'm glad I could be of service. Payne says they need a new monopoly with a chance card that says, you said something on X that the government doesn't like. Go to jail. Do not collect 200. Really, it says, you said something racially inflammatory and incited racial hatred. Come on, Robert. Don't be silly now. You've been following all those wrong people, you know. And if you incite racial hatred and violence and rioting, you go to chokey. Don't do it. Don't go to chokey. Look, the problem with the great British public, you lot, is you're not me. I'm special. No, hear me out. And I've been meaning I was going to do a video on this, but it got a bit hot. It's very hot, very warm to do videos. Very, very, very warm. But I was going to do a video explaining why the great British public should stay away from social media for a number of reasons. One, many people don't understand what defamation is. Look at Lawrence Fox. There's a fucking great example, you know. You know, so people don't understand what defamation is. Luckily, little people don't get hauled to court for defamation. My dear troll has made many videos about me, cutting my videos up, making me say things I never said, out of context, etc., defaming me. When you mention that to YouTube, especially the YouTube legal department, their arsehole makes buttons and they don't get the videos taken down real quick on the channels blocked. It warms me cockles, it does. You say, that's a defamation. That's a defamation. And you are publishing a defamation. Now, the thing about defamation is you can't present something that isn't true about someone that could harm their reputation. It's really easy. So Robert Payne, for example, he's from Wales. I could say, Robert Payne shags sheep. It's not true. Now, I know that Robert Payne is a fine, upstanding Christian. If he, I imagine he goes to church and stuff and douses himself in the holy water and reads the Bible. He could say that harms his reputation, and he could sue me for defamation. It wouldn't happen because it costs a lot of money, but you can do this. And again, a lot of people now are realising what the law is, and they can get Kickstarters and crowdfunders to go, and that's what you saw with Lawrence Fox. But if I said, and I know this for a fact, that Robert Payne stamped on his airplanes in a fit of anger once, and I know that happened, that is true, right? And Robert will back me up on this. He published this himself. This is self-published. He can't sue me for defamation. He can't say, even if he might feel sorry about it, he doesn't, because he's spoken about it. This is a hyper theoretical explanation of defamation for you. He can't do anything because he's told me it's true. It's something that's happened. But if it's something that hasn't happened, or if you call someone a thief or a paedophile or a racist or whatever, something that could really, like I say, damage your reputation, you can't do that without invoking the defamation laws. A lot of people out there don't realise what those laws are, and if you repeat a defamation, you can also be held liable for it. So if I say Robert Payne's a sheep shagger, and Cyrus retweets it, he's as guilty as I am. That's the law, And in the old days, the publishing company or the newspaper or the I'm going to sneeze. I've got. That was a big sneeze. Well, the publisher will be responsible for the defamation. So if you're doing it on Twitter, and this is where I'm surprised, or X or Facebook or whatever, I'm surprised those people aren't being hauled in for publishing the defamation. Because in the old days, there used to be a counterclaim. One, the person that made the defamation, and two, the person that the organisation, the company that actually published it. That's what publishing is. Darren, you're probably wondering, Darren, why does he know so much about the law? Because I'm a trained journalist. We did lots of legal training, right? And this is why, we did about incitement and all this kind of stuff, the things you can and can't say. Now, again, with the thing about X and Twitter is it allows a lot of people, usually racist people, to say things that are a little bit racist. And now we live in a very delicate time where there are vulnerable people that are housed in hotels or hostels. You might not like it, that's fine. But you don't tell people to, I'm not going to say it because I could be, they could be, to do things to the places where they're, living. Bad things. Again, that's incitement. These laws exist. And Keir Starmer, he hasn't changed any laws yet. They're just upholding existing laws. That's the beauty of it. But what you'll hear is go, oh, two-tier Keir. We've got a two-tier policing system. And you go, no, you haven't. You just got caught for being an arsehole, for being a racist, for bottling the police, for trying to set fire to a building, and they don't like it because they got caught. Here's a trick. Don't do it. You don't get arrested for it. It's a really clever trick, that. So there's a lot of bullshit, right-wing bullshit out there where they're trying to justify. And they talk about two-tier policing. No. It's more... Well, again, because they try and use this false equivalence with like the Palestinian marches or things like that. But none of the, and they're mainly like Islamic people that go on those marches, they don't set fire to hostels, right? But if they set fire to a church or maybe a hostel where some Christians were staying, I don't know, it's not a very good comparison. Well, guess what? They'd be arrested for it and they'd face the same laws. This is why it's all bullshit, because it's the right wingers playing the victim again, because we can't help it, because we're stupid and we believe what Tommy Robinson says. You've got the thick leading the stupid, and it's not good. Have an inquiring mind, have a critical mind, question these things. It's not a good thing to say. Now, you can say whatever you want on Twitter because Elon believes on absolutism or something. He doesn't really. He doesn't. But it's an interesting idea. But be careful what you say because you might break the law. That's why they come and they take you away. I can hear clicking. Maybe a bug's flown in. And that's why they take you away. But the right wingers will have you say, oh, it's not fair. In the old days, you could be as racist as you want. Now they arrest you for it. You go, yeah. But Keir Starmer hasn't changed any laws. You're just seeing the police actually doing the job that they're paid to do. Now, the only thing where it is a two-tier system is they don't handle social media crimes with this. They don't handle. Cart before the horse now. They don't handle crimes like burglary and shoplifting and other low-level, what they'd regard as low-level crimes, the same way as they handle social media crimes. Do you know why? Because social media crimes are a lot easier to police. Because you give them all the fucking evidence. That's why you're stupid. You're an idiot. Whereas it's a lot harder for them to actually find the people who go shoplifting or steal your bike. A lot harder. It takes time. But when it's a spicy tweet, they know. Now, Take me for example. I never make any spicy tweets, but when there was a serious incident around here, I reported. So somebody else had posted. I didn't quote it. I should have done. I read someone else's tweet and said, I hear something else has happened, or something happened at another point. The police came round. I didn't answer the door to them, but they wanted to know. They wanted to know about this thing. Now, it wasn't a live case. Someone hadn't been arrested, so you could discuss it. But as soon as the guy was arrested, I deleted it all because it could prejudice the case. Because I've had legal training. You can discuss it, but as soon as it goes live, as soon as he's arrested, you delete everything. Because you don't want to be seen to, you could be held in contempt of court or prejudice, you see. But again, it was important to discuss what was going on because it was active. It was an active incident, you know. But the police came to my door. They wanted to know. I couldn't tell them the source because I didn't remember. I just saw it and said, "Oh, I heard this. Be careful, everyone." It was a warning. But that showed you that I don't know how they found my address, but obviously they know where I live because I'm registered somewhere because I don't hide anything. But they came to me first before they found the guy asleep in his car at a local pub up the road. And that really annoyed me. That really annoyed me. So that's where your two-tier policing comes in. But it's got nothing to do with this. It's competent and incompetent policing. That's what we need to discuss, and that's always existed before Keir Starmer. That's always existed. It's whether or not they can be bothered to put shoe leather on the pavement and do the fucking job. A lot of the time, it's too much like hard work, and they'd rather go for the easy nick, right? And I don't want to be like that about the police because you never know when you might need them, but you've got to be very critical of them. And I don't think it helps with what's gone on with Wayne Couzens and all these other shysters in the police that's eroded public confidence in them. But the short thing is, don't be an arsehole. Keep your nose clean. It's really easy. This is why a lot of these people, when they get to court, they plead guilty because their brief explains the crime to them. And that's really important. Now, I mean, again, there's a YouTuber who's in prison at the moment. Looking Glass? I don't know his real name. But I saw, because it was a bit blew up, I saw the live stream. He did this live stream where he went around this hotel or hostel where supposed migrants were being housed. And he was sticking his camera through the windows. And there was a woman. There was a woman in this room, and he was saying all sorts of things. And again, he was confronted by the management, I think, and gave it. It was very. I don't know what was wrong with him. I don't know if he'd taken something or he didn't seem all there present. He didn't seem present in the moment, i.e., sensible. He sounded very incoherent. And then the police came and they arrested him, and he was like really pleased. It was like he'd won a prize. But yeah, they're going to throw the book at him because he recorded it. It's fucking beautiful. It's like, how fucking dumb. That's the auditor for you. That's what auditors do. They are the dregs of YouTube. They really are. They are the bottom feeders. They are the catfish of YouTube, and they're a whole new breed of stupid life form that instigate situations. Usually around working people, security guards, the police, delivery driver, you name it. Anyone who's doing their daily job, these guys get in their faces, full of lols, and you just look at it and go, as a species, we really have dropped to the bottom. And if you think it's scary, read the comment sections. They're really entertaining. But if you're not an arsehole, you should be fine. Like I say, let's all get along. We know the migrant problem is a problem, but it only accounts for only 4% of immigration into the country. I forgot to mention that in my video the other day. It only accounts for 4% of total immigration. You know, and the real issue is everybody else, because they were supposed to control all that. But no, it's the socio-economics of the situation. We need more people to do these jobs, supposedly, rather than invest in the local populace, pay a decent wage, you know, encourage young people to get into medicine and care and those professions. You know, we wouldn't need to do all this. It's what they call a brain drain. It is colonialism by another name, where we harvest the best of other countries and we bring them over here. And the left are all for it. They love that shit. They love it. But they go on about colonialism. It's the same kind of colonialism that the EU does. You know, it's that asset strips countries and, you know, leeches, you know, cheap labour and lets them. And it's, oh, that's a nice fishing industry you've got there. Maybe we'll buy it off you for a reduced fee. That's the EU, because capitalist endeavour. Oh, I'm going all political. Help me. But yeah, don't be racist. And Payne, he's a Christian. He should love everyone, especially the migrant. Didn't he ever do the parable of the Samaritan? Now, the Good Samaritan is interesting because you think all Samaritans are good. No, the Samaritans are evil. They are bastards. They would rob people. But he is the Good Samaritan. That's why it's called the Good Samaritan, because he was the exception to the rule. Yeah, should read your parables. Read your parables. Very important that. Very important that. Renee says, tired over here. The Dutch guy is going to hit the sheets. Thanks for the chat. See you next one. Exactly. Yeah, but you don't look, Bob. Can I call you Bob? Don't do that. Don't be. Look, the thing about creative people is it's all too easy for us to destroy in frustration. Sometimes just for the sake of it, you know. But I know you put it all back together again. And that's the measure of the man. To actually fix your mistakes, that's the measure. That's the impressive part. But when you destroy the thing you've created, the only person you're hurting is yourself, you know. And you don't want to hurt yourself. If you're frustrated, just go for a walk, man. Just go for a walk. You know, go somewhere. I don't know if you've got a hill. Have you got a hill? Go to the top of a hill and shout off the top of the hill what's frustrating you. Say, "You're all bloody bastards," and you feel better for it, you know. And then run back as fast as you can, and you'll feel so much better, you know. Or walk fast. Maybe you can't run. Maybe you've got a wooden leg. I don't know. There must be someone in the audience with a wooden leg. I'd like to think that. And a hook for a hand. Mind you, if you had a hook for a hand, you have to be careful in the morning. You know, get out of bed, instinctively go to scratch your balls. That could be painful. You wouldn't want a hook for your hands, would you? No. But yeah, but there you go. I know you've been fixing them, I know. But take care with all that. Don't do that. Do other things. Be bright and cheery. Remember, happiness comes from within. It really does. And even when I'm up to elbows in dog shit, you know, mopping up the bedroom carpet at 4:30 in the morning, and then at 6:30, because the dog's got the squits, I sing a little tune. I do. I sing a little tune. I sing, "I hate my life. How did it all come to this? I wish I was dead." Oh no, that's not the message. Oh God, oh no, I've revealed too much. The mask has slipped. I'm not really this jolly japery guy, so even I get fucked off with everything. But you got to laugh, haven't you? You got to laugh. Otherwise, you cry. And crying's for girls. That's where you got to laugh. Yeah, laugh at it all, because we only come through this way once. And it's better to go out laughing than to go out crying, isn't it? You come in crying, you go out laughing. That's how you do it. When I was young, I had a teacher called Mrs. Crane, and for one glorious year I sat in front of her on the desk in front of her, all on my own, and I loved every minute of it because I could concentrate and I didn't have the chitter chatter of everyone else. And at the class, they have the parents' evening. I didn't go. Mum went, because in the old days kids stayed at home. They didn't go to the parents' evenings. And Mrs. Crane said, sometimes when I look up, Darren's sitting there laughing to himself. And why? Why does he do that? And my mum said, well, he believes that the world is serious enough. And so he's always telling himself jokes to get him through, to make himself cheery. And that's who I've always been. Because you've got to take the piss out of it, wouldn't you? You've got to take the piss out of everything. Because it is ludicrous. And I could tell you stories, ludicrous stories, which would make your hair cool. But, you battle on through, you carry on. Because there's nothing better than, in my case, clearing up dog shit at whatever time in the morning and then laying on the bed and watching the sun come up. And you go, that's another one, I made it, I've done it again. Another sunrise. And that is how you win. That's how you win. The next sunrise is the win, I think. I don't know. That was a joke about Have You Got a Hill. I thought you'd laugh. Now, if I'd asked you and you were from Norfolk, have you got a hill? I'd expect you to be a little bit perplexed. What kind of witchcraft be that? Dear. Any more for any more? Or shall I set off? Because I was going to take the dog out one last time. Well, it won't be because she'll probably get me up at, 3:20. I really want to get a good night's sleep tonight without dog shit. Tomorrow will be fine. I've only had 2 days of this. Oh dear. Oh dear. Any more for any more? Any more? No? No? No more? No more. Okay. So I ask you, have you not been entertained? Have you not been... No? No? There's no reply. I'm not getting any reply. I think I've bored them all. Oh, Cyrus really likes. He says, honestly, Days of Future Past is great. I'm not saying it's fully prog, in my opinion. Lol. I'm not a big fan. So I like that one where we go, there's always a question. I like that one. I like that one. And of course the hit. See, we go back. We're doing for this one for one night only. Let's see how the troll's done. Let's see. It's I think it's 11 thumbs down at the moment. Well done. It makes no difference because they'll all be gone in the morning. But yeah, so that's why I need you to thumbs up the videos. Whenever you see a video, thumbs it up, because my arsehole will be sitting there with his little chubby hitting the thumbs down button with all his soccer counts, because that's the only thing he's got going for him. And remember everyone, at least you're not him, unless you are him. Oh, maybe you don't even realise you're him. Maybe it's some sort of split personality thing, and then you wake up in the morning and go, what did I just do? Like Jekyll and Hyde. Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? So it says, Question Nights in White Satin, definitely a song that I've heard before. Film would definitely enjoy, but yeah. Payne says, good early morning, everyone. I'm going to take my jolly self off to sleep. And he's going to be counting sheep in his sleep. Okay. Can't sue me for that. Can't sue me for that. I said counting sheep. Can't sue me. Yeah. But yeah, remember folks, don't defame anyone, don't incite racial hatred, and let's all just get along. Why can't we all just get along, huh? And we'll do this all again next time. I think I'm flagging a bit. I need a drink. I've got no one to bring me a hot beverage, so I'm getting a bit dry. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself. Hopefully you've seen enough guitars and pickguards, perloid or not. Perloid or tortoiseshell? He's gone for tortoiseshell. Yeah, no, not like Kate Bush. No, that's a good song. That is. I like that one. That's a good one. That is. That's a concept album in itself. On the B side of Hounds of Love, Run Up That Hill. It's good. It's good. It's definitely a concept album. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the fun and games. I think Verity might be joining me next week, so that'll take some of the pressure off. It's good when there's somebody here to bounce ideas off. We can be smutty together. And yeah, and that's it. Mind you, not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, exam day. Should be exciting. Looking forward to that. Yeah, so anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, if you can't be good, be safe, but more importantly, don't tell your mother. No night, everyone. No night.